Grand Tourers, gorgeous design, big engines up front, mile munching capability, gorgeous interiors. That's a thing that's really sought after in the luxury market, especially in Europe. But in India, we don't have those roads. So our way of having a Grand Tourer needed to change a little bit. So we have a little bit of a modification and change in the name of Grand Tourer, and what we usually use is this, the Innova. So we are sitting in the old previous generation Innova, and as you can see, it's not a bad place to be. This is very roomy, quite a lot of space. You got place to seat 7 people, or if you're a villager, crazy villager that drives an intercity taxi, you can fit your entire village and maybe your cattle as well. So in the Crysta, the design element has changed. It looks a lot like a baby Lexus, to be completely honest. And the plastics and all have taken a little bit of an upgrade, but they still feel quite not 28 lakhs. They still feel like plastic and cheap leather. Apart from that, the interior is very roomy, very fancy. It looks really nice. In the Crysta, you would be spending most of your time here, I suppose, because I'm sure you are one of these avant-garde, high-class individuals that need your space and room. So the Crysta is actually pretty helpful. It looks like a private jet in the back. You've got mood lighting everywhere. You've got your own climate controls. You've got really comfortable seats, and you also get a little tray that helps you hold your little sparkling water and your croissant or your line of Coke. Moving on, the back seat. Follow me if you please. So your 2 little kids can roam around over here. It's quite helpful. Quite a lot of cubby holes in the back as well. I do not see a power socket, but it's actually quite comfortable. There's quite enough legroom for a decent sized kid. And apart from that, you've got climate controls as well, and no lighting in the rear, which I think is a little necessary.
The luxury is well complemented with practical spaces and compartments everywhere, including a cooled glove box. The infotainment system also gets a tiny OS refreshment and some features like sat-nav, but the system's still kinda laggy, and also it misses out on Android Auto and Apple CarPlay.
So the new Crysta has been overhauled in terms of design from the inside and the outside. So when we start from the outside, we start from the front. The grille has changed into this dual tone black and chrome cascading grille with a really big Toyota sign. You've got projector headlamps on the front. Everything is just made sharper compared to the other previous generation. When you come to the side, the profile of the tires has decreased and you've gotten bigger wheels. Now they're 17 inches. Everything is sharper on the side. You get a new roof line, and when you come to the back, the tail lights have been revamped, and it looks very monotonous for me. So driving the Innova Crysta, well, for starters, this has a 2.8 liter 4-cylinder diesel mated to an 6-speed automatic gearbox, which has around 180 horses and 340 odd Newton meters of torque. That all has been given to compensate for the massive amount of weight that this car carries. It does feel heavy. On the corners, the body rolls everywhere no matter what you try to do. And the engine is actually very well refined, really punchy, very good. But I am not very happy with the gearbox. The transmission feels slow. Thing is, it doesn't know if it should go up or if it should go down whenever, and even if you put it in manual, it's gonna take around a good 1.5 seconds to like change. Yeah, and throttle response is on the number side. Brakes have a lot of bite, but the pedal itself has no feedback. The pedal feels very sensitive, but I don't know what's going on. Hi. So we are sitting inside the Innova and I'm at the back seat, driven by Mr. Soham Saraf.
Hello.
And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like a little king. A bit like a king. It's very, very comfortable. The seats are amazing. You can adjust the knee room, you can adjust the rake of it. So apart from it being an MPV, it does feel a lot like you can spend a lot of time over here. Apart from that, the mood lighting also looks gorgeous. If you can see it, we're quite there's quite a lot of daylight, but the mood lighting looks really, really nice. I have my own private climate control for the rear seats. There are a few cubby holes here. There's a really, really, really ingeniously built cup holders down here, which look really, really nice. All in all, I do think Innovas are grand tourers, but only for India. And I also think that grand touring has different perceptions all over the world, and that's why everybody would argue that this is not a grand tourer, this is an MPV. But for the purpose that it serves in India, this is the best grand tourer in India. Apart from that, I think that 28 lakhs for a top model is quite a lot of money. But if you want all the bells and whistles, that's the price you gotta pay. And if you do want all the functionalities of the Innova, I think you should not get the top model and just save up some money. Apart from that, do you really think this car is worth 28 lakhs? Please do let us know in the comment section below. And while you're already down there, please do like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you did really like it that much, please do share it. It would mean the world to us. This is Bhavneet signing out.